One final wish. The vision you saw told the story far more eloquently than I ever could. Athena was consumed by her research and was willing to sacrifice her own child if it hastened her progress. She did not offer him a position here out of a sense of love or pride. It was merely because she knew he would be the most palatable test subject. I see now why you hid the truth from him. I say with certainty that Eric handled the weight of such betrayal after holding his mother on a pedestal for so long. Unfortunately, it seems not even her death has ensured his safety. Kep has taken up Athena's research and succeeded in creating Hemetheo. I know not what his ultimate end is, but it is plain that it is connected with the resurrection of Athena. That knowledge alone is sufficient to direct our next course of action. As for the rest of your story, we shall hear it after we have returned Eric to safety in accordance with Abyssos' wish. Very well. So the voice we heard saying to save them, that was the keyword we just defeated. That wasn't the mother, because the mother is crazy, apparently. I can at least assure you that finding him shall prove relatively simple now that it have no longer been pandemonium to his will. There is but one place left for him to find refuge, the black heart of Tartaros, where Athena built her testing compound. We can assume that Hep will offer fierce resistance. I must focus my every effort on securing a safe means to approach. Just walk in. Mahabrea, I would ask that you assume the duty of summoning Ronald's Phantom's Wards. I have no objections. My ability to fight within Tartarus would be greatly diminished in any case. However, I wish to deal the final blow to Hep myself. There is no need to dirty your hands with such a deed. I take it then you have no intent to seal him away as before? The presence I felt when I encountered him bore little resemblance to the entity I created. By his own hand, he has become something far more wicked, and the same magics that once shackled him may very well shatter before the power he wields. On my pride as a researcher, I am loath to repeat the same mistake twice. I would not see these events play out again, and so he must be extinguished. Well then, I shall open the way forward. May we finish this together. Healer! Hello. Wow. Can you believe that healer? Oh snap! kind of forgot about that. Whoa, what the?
Ericthonios is mine. Heart and
I was
soul.
looking at.
And with your death, none will be left to stop me.
Perfect imperfection. Whoa. Because it's what's his name? It's Lalafell's baking or something. Yeah, he kind of does look like a Resident Evil boss. Okay.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
I was wondering if they would say that line.
Fulgent flame my servant's rights. Out of my sight.
Whoa.
Leave not but ask to go.
Is that the Phoenix?
Let
No, oh, okay.
go into your heart.
That was not the summoning Phoenix. The Phoenix from a summoner.
I'm tired of this farce. Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
Whoa.
Know my rage.
What is this music of?
Perish in flames and rose. Go forth and sate your foulness hunger. Fulgent flame my servant's rights. Let's sink sorrow into your heart. I shall see my wish fulfilled.
No.
You are prey to be consumed.
What the? Oh! He draws on the floor. Yeah, he draws on the floor, and if he could create a square... Yeah. You wish. How many times have I heard that one? Everyone's a god these days.
Perish in flame tempest. Go on and shake your boundless hunger.
Whoa! Oh, and look at the bar.
Molten flame my servants rise. A fitting death.
Oh! It's a good thing I did not use the LV. Our party just got played.
I shall see my wish fulfilled. You are afraid to be construed. Leave not but I. Out of my sight. Molten flame my servants rise.
These two of the Abyss. That's gonna be a fun fight in Savage when we get to it. Huh. Embers! We gonna get a wind up? I would like another ring, please. Well, I'm getting a ring. I say this, that's... So I'm gonna have to farm that for the music, I think. Yeah, I've got it written. For the music and the menu. The chain of events that led to this moment began with my error. When out of mercy I confined you here. Now I break it and leave no trace of you behind. This is not... you see, you will not go peacefully. Even a cast-off would uphold his pride. Though such an impulse must speak to the overwhelming arrogance of my other half. The name half shall grow to eclipse yours. None shall remember the deeds of Lalafell once I fulfill Athena's ambition and bring Eric's dream to life. You speak as if you care a whit for the boy. Why then do you cower behind him? There are some desires that must not be realized. Athena would see the world destroyed if it means she could find hers in the ruins. As for Eric, he knows not what his wish would beget, a truth which you have hidden from him. Do you truly believe a father's role is to deceive and manipulate? My wish. You would claim the name of Heb and call yourself his father, yet you bind his mind and body in dark chains. Your words and your pride ring hollow. Athena wanted her son by her side, and he desires to return there. What wickedness is there in mending a broken family? Athena cared not for Eric, beyond how he could serve her ends. You claim to be acting in his interest, but it's plain you are no different. As I ushered Athena to her end, I vowed that my sole mission in life would be to guide the star true. In service to that vow, I silenced the whispers of my heart. I could not nurture a son whilst an entire world looked to me for guidance. For that choice, I bear the responsibility. Yet he is still my son, and I shall not suffer you to seduce him with false hope. You, who are not but a bitter dregs of Athena and I, the very worst of us. Oh. Mother, no, then who? How do I? Hearken to your heart. I hear you. I owe you an an apology. Athena, did you ever? And Lalafell, I will have my say. Oh, his mind was mine. I can't explain. Ronald's words reached me through the haze. They rung loud and clear, as did the words of another, and a voice much like yours, but resounding with truth. He's doing it without... How? When did you master these binds? Oh, we endured much worse. You worthless... Whoa. Crystal. Crystal. It appears my failures have borne fruit after all. You did well, son. Where are we? Looks like a DNA lab. Whatever is essence contained in the crystal, we may safely return Eric above. That he would bind Hep, with only half his senses intact. You quite understand his adeptness in the art of interment. It was hardly what I had in mind, but a feat deserving of praise nonetheless. Truth imperfect. I feel no trace of Hep. It's poison in your mind, and for a blessing, it appears your body is none the worse for wear. I made my way as soon as I could. I no longer sense Hep, and the force assailing Pandemonium's barriers have ceased. Are we rid of him for good and all? I see, despite his muddled senses, Eric felt that to seal Hep away was the proper course. It wasn't so noble as that. I only knew something had to be done, so I acted. Brea, was that how you dealt with Hep in the past? Indeed, he was not but the parts of my memory and soul that I had cut away, a massive ether without a material vessel. Storing his essence within a crystal was the most logical choice. In that matter, I believe the time has come for you to share the rest of your tale of Hep's creation and Athena's end. I heard your words, but only vaguely, as if from under the surface of a deep pool, my mother wished to use me. I would hear the whole truth. I want to know what happened here, and what drove Athena to act as she did. I'm ready. Athena's brilliance outshone us all. Even the other members of the Words of La Habrea were as children in comparison. So dedicated to research was she that it was not unheard of for her to forget meals or even sleep. Her mind was ever grasping for knowledge, and it was in this endless search that she became obsessed with uncovering the secrets of life. You see, while we can conceive life in various forms, that means the means of creating a soul are beyond our ken. Similarly, though we can enhance and alter our physical vessels, we have ever been bound to them. Athena's purpose was to shatter these limitations. Such limitations as we were not meant to surpass. She thought to enter the realm of the gods. Scarce few have the ability to comprehend what such a task entails, let alone the courage to attempt it. For most, the thought would be an idle fancy, considered once and then discarded. Not so for Athena. As leader of the Lords of La Habrea, I spoke with her often about transcending our being. From an academic perspective, the challenge has plagued countless researchers throughout the ancient. It was during these musings that I began to formulate a theory, a means by which a person could meld with a creation. The weaknesses of one would be mitigated by the strengths of the other, and the result could be something greater than we have ever imagined. Although it was but a theory, Athena insisted I develop it further, curious about every detail along the way. Our conversations became more frequent, and our platonic relationship grew into something much more. I take it I was born not soon after. Just so, I believe she bore true affection for you and was blind to her hidden intentions. When Pandemonium was built, she requested to lead the researchers, I saw no reason to deny her. Even setting aside our relationship, her accomplishments as a scholar made her the obvious choice. However, in giving her Pandemonium, I also gave her free rein to conduct whatsoever experiments she could devise. And when you found out what she was doing, you killed her. I made haste to Pandemonium the moment I learned of these hidden chambers. I left Agnes to keep watch from Tartarus's vestibule as I ventured deeper, knowing not what would await me. And as for what occurred next, it's best to see with your own eyes. What do you mean with my own eyes? Is that me? You are well aware that out of respect for our neighbors and helpers, the researchers of Pandemonium are not to be masked. Yet you stand before me with your face covered. What petty defiance is this? What indeed? So quick are you to rebuke me, though you yourself have not set foot in these halls since their inception. You must have known you could not conceal this from me, from myself and Iris forever. As well, you know I cannot allow it to continue. I shall say this but once. Release Eric, else I shall have no choice but to strike you down. I would meet my end at the hands of none other. However, ere my time is come, I will have you know the why of it. Then you will not desist. Once you understand what has driven me thus far, you shall see that stopping was never an option. The feelings of one way little against the needs of the entire star. Of course, and of that I am well aware. But you did not deem to descend from your lofty heights simply to lecture me as you would a child. You have an interest in my motivations. What possessed Athena, peerless researcher and mother to the son of the great Lalafell, to embark upon the path to her downfall? History will demand an answer, and it is you who deserves one. Give me your hand, Robert. Oh. Well, okay, I guess we'll just... I didn't hit a button for that. You bonded your souls? That the boundaries between us would cease to be. Offer me everything to be understood. I found myself unable to refuse. At that moment, my mind was a storm of questions, if one roared the loudest. Did Athena ever truly love me? Yeah, that would be a question. I become the memory of mine. And I thee. Can you feel it? My heart, all that I am. Yes, as if it were my own. Fathomless desire to dissect the mysteries of life, transcend our mortal flesh and bleed into a higher plane of existence. An unquenchable thirst for knowledge, not a single thought spared for another, or the star. How disappointing. Yet what is known cannot be unknown. You have beheld my life's work. Try as you might to excise the memory, the seed of desire remains, and when it takes root, you too shall be consumed by the same forever. That's what it is. I will dig it out. I will dispense with the corruption in my soul ere your rotten insight spreads. 'Tis my weakness that let that wickedness fester, but never again. Today I cast aside fickle emotion and abide in duty alone. Today I renounce all that I was, and live only as Lalafell. Thus did I forsake the part of myself that had been polluted by Athena, sealing it with a crystal. But I think I one day face those memories made flesh. Forgive my bluntness, but your actions bordered on insanity. To go such lengths to escape your memories, you nearly overwrote your very existence. That was the only way. Rest assured, the change did not go unnoticed by our colleagues in the convocation. Igram and Abyssos in particular made plain the suspicions they harbored. As well, they should have. That you escaped with your life was nothing short of a miracle. Why didn't you destroy the crystal then and there? Did you think to one day make use of the knowledge it contained? I will not deny such considerations played into my decision, but my main motivation was fear. I have never attempted such a feat before. The crystal was my sole recourse should something go awry with the remainder of my soul. In hindsight, to cling to it was a mistake born of doubt. Athena must have anticipated that I would resort to such measures and prepared a vessel beforehand that would accept the dregs of my soul. Hap doubtless believed he was performing his duties as a husband and father should, yet in truth he was but a puppet being pulled to and fro by Athena's desires. His goal was not to raise himself high. He thought only of seeing his dear Athena live again, and that she might finish what she began. Yet, for all of that, he and I were alike. We yet shared a fatal flaw, you see. Our need for control blinded us to other perspectives. I was enthralled to have you called out to me. What say you now? Does Lalafell speak true? Oh, we're doing this moment, aren't we? I promise. Does your heart tell? Because I can't speak for you. I just wanted to know one thing. Who would believe that hiding the truth was best for me? Do we know how I felt about my mother? Lalafell, I know, had a fatal flaw after all. After all, I'm still not convinced. I have said all I can say. Now it is you to choose to believe me or not. The Lalafell I know holds duty above all else. I would soon prostrate myself before an erupting volcano, then place my figure emotions in his path. When you return to the surface, you'll doubtless don that mask once more, so before we climb out of this forsaken pit, I suppose I should say. Thank you, Hep. I'm shortening that name because I can't say it. I can't say his in Herrick's. I could not say any of these names at this point. I've had enough. There is more I would yet discuss, but we should first return to Pandemonium's gates. I'll gather my thoughts on the way. I owe you an apology, Ronald. It was due to my own inexperience was so easily able to take hold of my mind. I also owe you thanks. If you and Themis hadn't chosen to brave the chaos occurring in Pandemonium, then I would have never known La Brea's story, my father's story. 'Tis a tale I too was fascinated to hear. I very much look forward to speaking with Azem upon my return. I cannot help but wonder how much of this he foresaw. I'm afraid I cannot allow that, Elizabeth. So long as you retain control of Pandemonium, there is work to be done. But of course, I should first free the remaining warders and restore this place to its former glory. Using the facilities in Taros, we should be able to reverse the changes made to their bodies and minds. I shall stay behind to oversee the process. As well, but I must yet learn why I was considered the key to Hep's experiments and how he intended to revive it. Such questions are left best unanswered. In fact, I forbid the pursuit of that knowledge. The boundary between man and creation shall never again be crossed. And I intend to destroy the crystal containing Hep's essence, that this mistake never again repeats. I see no reason to gainsay your judgment. There is yet the matter of your crystal, however. Truth be told, I have not considered its origin until I saw the one containing Hep's ether. I was struck by how wholly different they were. There's another. While imbuing a crystal with memories is a simple process. Storing a message, a warning even. Oh, we're talking about the crystal that what's-his-name found when we talked to the begin this whole thing. A warning even would be something altogether more complex. This also means that someone besides the present company and Azem were aware of the plot unfolding within Pandemonium. Then why would they not make themselves known even now? No threats remain. Perhaps it was one of the other warders. We shall question them after they are freed. That task may take some time. A resource I'd rather not steal more of from you. Return at your leisure, and we will share our results then. You've done more than enough for the time being. I'm of the same mind. Leave the loose ends to us. Continue upon your journey. And if you are so inclined, take a much-needed repose. This talk of journeys smacks of Zen. As well it should. He has pledged to keep moving until he has seen every corner of the world. If you do find yourself with a spare moment, you might bring that crystal of yours to Lalafell. He may be able to offer further insight. Until then, my friend. Oh yeah, I have a ring. I gotta put that thing on. Oh yeah, no, never mind. I have an accessory item that I must trade in to get a ring. let me reiterate that piece of information. Slayer. It's just a thing. Because we're gonna make the crafted gear set, which will put us probably just at the same eye level as Yeah, as these think. Yeah, hopefully. I don't know. We'll try. Why, if it isn't Ronald, excuse me if I'm not my usual chipper self, but have not we have not been without our difficulties in your absence. You see, communication with the airship. Professor Gowdrum commissioned for his search was lost some time ago, and now we have quite lost track of where he might be. And to make matters worse, Nemijiji has just sent word of an illusionally large amount of energy coming from somewhere within the ethereal sea. I was just on my way to the Antiscape. In fact, please, you must come with me. Uh-oh. Remember, the Antiscape is meant to hold the ethereal sea itself. What the? I'm sorry. Why is Pandemonium here? What is that? Is it real? Why is it that whenever danger visits the world, you are never far behind? Oh, hi. No, and you two, Professor Callum's assistants, I take? As you arrived before me, I take it you are involved in this? I would thank you to furnish me with an explanation. I don't know where to start. This is not how I expected this to go. While the research summary admitted to the forum gave us no cause for concern, the details are alarming. The professor's last mission indicated that he was on his way to Azela, but we know not whether he ever reached his destination. A rash endeavor, even for Caldon. But he has ever allowed the thrill of discovery to cloud his better judgment. He have no recourse but to entreat Ishgard's aid in searching for him. As for that unsightly fortress which materialized in the ethereal sea, Pandemonium was it? It cannot be left alone. For the time being, information regarding this matter must be strictly controlled so as to minimize panic. We will gather those with knowledge of the ethereal sea and continue monitoring it for further irregularities. You two submit a detailed report to the forum at once. At present, we have far more questions than answers. Nevertheless, I would ask for your assistance at such a time that our investigation has concluded. I think I should pop backwards. Now, if you excuse me, I must appease the forum of what has occurred here. Just when we need him the most, Professor Callum remains unaccounted for. He even brought Crystal with him. We are left with scarce few straws to grasp at. While I am but a lowly assistant, even I can see that our two current problems are likely related. The same party or phenomenon may be responsible for both. Conversely, I see now that my unexperienced imagination failed to do Pandemonium's pitiless spires justice. I can only wonder if the fact that the facility itself traversed the ages, did the creations within do the same? What are the keywords? But answers to these questions shall come in time. For now, I must do as Master Forshahan asked and write that report. As for you, Ronald, pray get what rest your responsibilities will allow. When next we call upon you, I wager we shall need you in prime condition. Can we actually go and look at this? Can we see it with our own eyes? The pandemonium is right there. No, this isn't. Is it? This ain't it. No. No, I would. Where is? I can't remember where it is. Oh, it's all the way over there. Yeah, I want to see it with my own eyes, because that's insane. That would be so cool to look at. Yeah, it's in this one, I think. Wait, what? I'm confused. Are you saying we don't have access to it now? To where the spot is, or? Well, hang on. Maybe if I go this way. No, because this is where the... Oh, we can. Oh no. I mean, that's the crazy part. You can reach it. It's love. Anything? Such a dreadful presence. This is not told well. Well, I mean, I thought it would go a different way, but this is insane. It's actually here. I don't, perhaps it's just a memory because of, maybe Heidelin's memories? Or the ethereal sea and the memories of all the people? So anything. Or did they find out about us? Well, that's gonna be the end of this story for now. We have to wait 4 whole months before we can find out more. No, 8 more. We won't find out next patch. We'll find out, oh, what is it called? We won't find out in 5.3. We'll find out in 5.4. think we got all the story stuff done. We did it. Well, I'll take a quick break and then probably more Island Sanctuary or something. I don't know. But, well,